What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Jeter Kings Podcast, Episode 1. Today's topic of discussion will be conspiracy theories. On my left, we have Dylan Andrews. Across from me, we have Aaron Gents, quarterback for the football team, newly moved to safety, and we have Shane Starr to my right, and I myself, let's not forget, Avery Edwin Merrihew. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. I think we need to jump right into it, and I think Dylan's going to start us out hot. I'm going to hand the mic over to him, let him get started.
Thanks for the beautiful intro, Avery. So are we all familiar with the pyramids? Let me just ask that.
Egypt, no?
Whereabouts?
Yeah. In Egypt. Gotcha. So my theory is I think that the technology that made the pyramids are now lost. I think all the technology is lost. And I think that it's very likely that the world experienced a catastrophic disaster maybe around 12,000-ish years ago that actually knocked us back into the Stone Age and wiped out all the knowledge and technology of what made the pyramids.
I've heard some things about this, and I believe in that a little bit. Joe Rogan experience. I actually tap into it a little bit.
For example, I'll just use a 3D printer as an example. I don't know how to build a 3D printer. I'm sure none of you do either. So if everyone on Earth that knows how to make a 3D printer dies, the knowledge of how to make it will be gone. Nobody will know how to do it. That's what I think.
That's a great point.
You think so?
Yeah.
So, for example, even the math they used to make the pyramids wasn't introduced until after, it's Greek math, like pi and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that was gone too. So these blocks that were 2 to 15 tons were cut out of a mountain and moved over sand hundreds of miles, which is just not physically possible for the time. And so if we cut and place 10 stones a day right now with the
How heavy did you say they were again?
What's that?
How heavy were they again?
Some of them were 2 to 15 tons, some were up to 70 tons.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Very heavy. So if we cut and place right now with the technology we have 10 stones a day, it would take about 600 years to build a pyramid. And in the pyramids, there's 2,300,000.
That's actually a crazy. That's crazy knowledge right there.
If you don't mind me jumping in here,
Yeah, jump in.
I was researching the same thing with the pyramids.
Yeah.
I came across a video the other day actually on TikTok that backed it up. And it was this dude that was cutting stone with stakes.
With what? What was he
with
cutting?
metal stakes. Because there was no technology, didn't have any technology.
Yeah.
And they were pounding the stakes into the stone. When the stone would finally break, it wasn't even a clean cut. So
Yeah, but 2,300,000
That's what I'm saying.
stones? Are you serious?
That's a lot of stones.
It's ridiculous.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that's on me. We can cut that, right? Are you editing this at all? All right. So,
What's wrong with you?
that's uncovered.
Anyway, I think that before the pyramids, there was maybe technology that's more advanced than we have now. But there's no way of knowing because all we know what to look for is the technology we already have. So we don't even know what we're looking for.
yeah.
That's pretty much it. It's like trying to.
It gets you thinking.
It's trying exactly.
Yeah,
How would you explain Wi-Fi? If you found a person in the Amazon rainforest, how would you explain to them what Wi-Fi is?
Yeah, that's actually true.
There's no way of explaining.
That's truth. That's crazy.
That's me. I just think the pyramids were a different type of technology.
I could get on board with that so easily too, because it's so just everything's everything leads against it. You know what I'm saying? That 10 stones a day, 600 years.
Yeah.
Are we serious? I mean,
You think Elon Musk could make a pyramid right now if he wanted to?
he's done some pretty crazy things. Who knows?
I don't know. That's mine.
I guess I'll jump in next. Completely unrelated, but did Hitler escape Berlin? That's gonna be my theory. Let's just get into it. May 1st, 1945, the grueling 6-year war has come to an end. After 12 years in power, the Nazi regime is over. News broke of Adolf Hitler taking his own life in his underground bunker in Berlin. After being briefed, his army could not counterattack. Hitler understood it was the beginning of the end. He began plans to take his own life. International reactions to the news of Hitler's death were at first joyous. Victory echoed across the seas. However, there was one small piece to the puzzle that was still missing. There was never a body found. That's perfect. Stalin was the first to claim Hitler had made it out of Germany. Many speculated Stalin was simply looking to play a political game, though. This accusation could have, in theory, strengthened Stalin's hand in territorial negotiations by suggesting Hitler's threat still remained. This would keep Red Army soldiers in disputed areas. America quietly tried to ascertain the truth behind Hitler's death, but we were not granted access to Berlin until the last, at least 2 months after his death date, so-called. This left half of America believing Hitler had escaped Berlin. Those who believed Hitler's life was taken by his own hand point to the Italian dictator Benito Mussolini and his death 2 days prior. Word spreads to the bunker that Mussolini and his wife were captured, killed, hung by their feet, and photographed. Hitler always claimed he was to choose his own destiny and would never leave Berlin. Therefore, the decision was made that he would off himself, then burn his body so that no spectacle could be made of him the way that it was made of Mussolini. Many think Hitler escaped to Spain, where the Samos Monastery lies. This monastery was friendly to Nazis escaping Germany. A young stonemason's apprentice recalled the story of Hitler's arrival. When he was 80 years old, he claimed he was at Samos and remembers the day Hitler arrived and began hiding out there with his wife Eva Braun. He claimed they were both kind and tipped him extremely well. While this may seem ridiculous, the man talks about it with utter conviction and claims it happened no other way. The idea of Hitler living as Mr. X somewhere in Spain seems unlikely, as we are talking about one of the most evil people in our world's history. When you look at all the facts and accounts, though, it becomes much more plausible. We could attribute Hitler's more laid-back late life to his advancing Parkinson's disease. That could help anybody keep a low profile. We can look at the eyewitness accounts of Hitler's suicide, but no two men have ever held the same story, have they? One last piece of the story that can make anybody think for a minute is this. History is always written by the winner. So tell me, Shane, do you think Hitler escaped Berlin in 1945?
Well, after everything you just listed off here, this, I'd say, long list of things.
We have a 30-minute podcast.
We do. And I'm grateful for the information you just shared to all of us here.
I have a question.
Oh,
Why are we trusting the word of this stonemason that you say?
I mean, whose word are we to trust?
Yeah,
there was never a body found.
Why do you not trust it?
I don't know the guy. It gives me no reason to trust him.
Who would do something like that at 80 years old? And he was an apprenticed stonemasonry at this monastery. I mean,
What more can you ask for?
what more can you ask for? The proof is in the pudding. And when we talk about eyewitnesses, I mean, everything gets hairy.
I guess.
I mean, when we're talking about eyewitnesses of a suicide, nobody tells the same story. And that's
Right, that's
that
why
right
it's a-
there.
That's why it's a theory.
That's right, it's a theory. It's the beauty of perspective.
Perspective is really a beautiful thing.
All
I like
right.
the quote you dropped also.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can you hear it one more time?
Yeah.
Just be
Remember this, folks. History is always written by the winner.
That's beautiful.
Mary Hugh, 2024.
History lesson there.
Yep. A little bit. Appreciate it.
I like it.
Sorry for taking up time.
No. I'm gonna jump in here a little
Please
bit,
do.
a little bit laid back from
Yeah.
what was going on here.
Sweet.
Now you guys know,
Lift that tongue.
you know the Earth, obviously, correct, right?
Oh yeah.
He's already laughing. Don't.
You're a flat earther, bro.
You're like Kyrie Irving.
The thing is, though, is I call you a round earther. That's the thing.
All right. That's a fair enough point to make.
A lot of people call me crazy. I'm not crazy. You must be. So we want to start here talking about how the Earth is flat. There's a few things, but one, I'll give you the reason for it. And first off, it's that gravity is an illusion. Now, hear me out here. That might sound
Stay
crazy.
with me now.
Yeah, stay exactly as Avery has said. Stay with me here. So Earth does not have gravity. Gravity is an illusion. And what actually happens is the Earth falls at 32 feet per second, catching everything that is dropped. Okay? No gravity, Earth falling. Okay, so on top of this, there's
Wait.
you got
If so,
If I jump,
the Earth was
the Earth
going
falls
this
down,
way,
we would
and
go
I jump
up.
up.
Yeah.
you fall at a faster rate. You didn't let me finish here, folks. Okay, so there's this thing called dark energy. Now, no, I'm not a magician. No, I'm not a wizard, and I'm not a warlord. But this thing called dark energy is what pulls you down as the Earth falls. You are falling faster than the Earth. This flat Earth, no gravity. Now, on top of this, there's some examples. Ancient Egyptian and Mesopotamian records describe the world as a disk in the ocean with the heavens arching above it.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Way back.
Yeah.
That's way back. That's
way back. Way back.
Since probably freshman
Now,
year.
bouncing off of what Dylan said, he said that he thinks technology has been destroyed when it comes to building these pyramids. Like he said,
Just
2 to
piggybacking.
15 to almost 70 tons per
A
stone.
wide range, might I add.
Yes, but
Well, some of the stones were different.
Truth.
yeah, it's true. But up to 140,000 pounds, it's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
4,000.
Yeah, I heard that. I was
Almost impossible.
confused. But bouncing off of what he said, he's saying technology has been destroyed. I think that technology back then proved that the Earth was flat, and someone came in, higher power, government, whatever you want to say, came in and destroyed this technology to brainwash the world so they didn't know that the Earth was flat. So now they're being tricked into thinking that the world is round, although it's not. And there is 17% of the world that believes the Earth is flat. So don't call me crazy.
I guess you call 83% of the world round earthers. You call them crazy. Shane, does this mean you believe that the moon landing was fake?
It's crazy you bring that up. Are you sure you want to get into that?
Is the
I
moon,
do.
is the moon
I hope
flat?
Aaron has something to say about that.
Aaron, do you have something to say about that?
About what?
I mean, there is satellite photo.
Satellite
Landing on-
photo of what?
Yeah, what do you have to
The
say
moon
about
landing?
this
The
photo?
moon landing.
The moon landing?
Yeah.
Are you talking about this?
See,
at all?
that's a sensitive topic there.
Okay.
Were
well,
you
that's-
about to get into it?
I was thinking about dabbling with the moon landing.
If you'd like to take it and dabble
this-
with
So
it,
this is my one thing. This is my one thing.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of. You've seen the picture, no?
I've seen a few.
What
Okay.
picture?
A few.
I haven't seen the
The
photo.
famous picture.
Oh,
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the flag.
Oh, yeah, of
everything.
course.
different angles.
No
you know, I was
stars.
thinking.
No stars.
What's up with the flag? The wind dynamics. Those don't add up.
There's no atmosphere. How's the wind?
They don't add up.
Yeah.
We're on the same page
Think
here.
about it. Think about this as well. Why have we not done a lot more on the moon?
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
I thought.
Why haven't we gone back?
Well,
Why
because
haven't we
it was
gone
a
back?
part of the space race. No, like
Yeah, that's what they say.
we
Yeah,
wanted to.
but-
See, we only went.
That's why it's staged though.
I guess, yeah. I
From
guess
that
that's
time
also-
period
it
to
wasn't
now?
part of the space race, but like we wanted to be the first country there to
Yeah, of
like
course.
prove our dominance.
Yeah.
Which was,
But why
which,
wouldn't-
when I think about it now, actually, my point just kind of contradicted itself. That would give great reason to fake
fake
a
it.
moon landing.
Exactly. And why wouldn't we expand our research if we were the first ones there?
You would
How are
think
you
we
not
would.
interested in another planet that you can physically step on?
Yeah, you would think we would go back.
Could be a. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I think they were just chilling in
You think
NASA
NASA
headquarters
You think
had-
Maybe
NASA?
that's what
Had a
Area
nice
51
green screen up
for
there.
secret trips to the moon.
You think NASA and the government?
We also have so much technology in space
We
now.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Have
what
you
I'm
seen that
saying.
Photo of.
So why can't that technology that we have, why can't we do a lot more stuff on the moon? Think
That's a
about
good
it.
point. I mean, space travel.
They're always sending
And it was
people up
in,
there.
it was in 1969.
They're
Did we
always-
have that stuff back then?
Well, that's another point.
I don't
We
even-
did,
Yeah,
but if we had that
That's the
stuff
extent,
back
yeah.
then,
now we have even.
now we should have stuff that
We should live stream the moon.
catapults you up there and you're walking
I mean,
around.
that's 50 years ago. Like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, everything else
Give
is
or take.
advanced.
Give or
a lot
take.
more.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There,
And also, did you see the thing that like Buzz Aldrin, the astronaut, he was
Oh.
asked. He was asked about
to
it.
swear on the Bible,
Yeah, and he punched the
he
guy.
didn't do it.
He didn't do it, and
He did
and
not swear.
kid.
One of you tell me the story. I don't know.
I honestly did not see him punch him.
This
but
dude, Buzz Aldrin.
He
It's a
punched
different.
the
This is a different
Bible?
thing.
This
This
is
is
like
a
a-
different
just like
thing.
a book?
maybe it was Neil
I'll explain it
Armstrong.
if you'll
Okay.
let me. If you'll let me
Sorry,
go.
am I loud in the mic? I can't
I
hear.
feel like we all got it.
My bad. Yeah, sorry.
My bad. So then
No,
Buzz
yeah.
Aldrin was approached by like a guy who like pressed him. He was like, why did you do it? You're a coward. And Buzz just punched him. He didn't even try to
Yeah.
do it. I saw the thing. He wouldn't swear on the Bible either. You would think like, if he was that serious about it, he would do it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll end off on that. I don't know. I mean, different compelling topics today. Let us know in class if you guys believe in any of these. Let Jeter know. Feel free to reach out to us. We'll put our links in the comments below. But cheers. Hope everyone takes care of the day. Thank you guys for coming out and doing this for Jeter.